welcome to 365 TV station News and Updates. I am NABILAH BINTI RAHMAT, your host for today. We'll be taking you through this session about slum and squatters issues, specifically in Sentul, Kuala Lumpur. The main purpose of today's issue will be on identifying the social issue of slum squatter as a social issue of poverty. So therefore, we will now identify what are the causes of poverty in the slum squatter area that affects the accessibility of educational resources. Justice Sonia once said that until we get equality in education, we won't have an equal society. Just a brief explanation of what you have to understand on today's topic is on the slum and squatters and its relation to the lack of accessibility to educational resources. As far as everyone knows, slum refers to a place where individual ownership stays in a poor environmental and socio-economic situations. On the other hand, squatters are settlements where individuals build their home without any legal title to the land which belongs to the government officially. In different areas around the world, school districts are struggling to find enough money to spend on resources in their schools. According to Mafia 2020, areas with high poverty rates are typically the areas where schools are struggling the most. The schools in high poverty areas are scrambling to find resources. The lack of resources will affect the students in many different ways, and therefore, once we realize this problem, we can investigate solutions for the wicked issues.
Area sini, hai pelajar kat sini ada cukup tak peluang pendidikan?
Ya, kalau ni ada orang yang kekurangan.
Ada kekurangan. Tapi Pak Cik rasa lagi banyak kekurangan atau lagi sikit kekurangan dia?
Kalau ni dalam sekolah ke?
Masa sekolah?
Sekolah, masa ni banyaklah kekurangan.
Faham. Kat sini, disebabkan persekitaran macam ni, akan mengganggu tak proses pendidikan mereka?
Ini masalah penggangguan macam kawasan ni, kalau hujan kadang banjir. Itulah sekolah, gangguan sekolah lah. Kalau banjir sekolah tu memang kita kadang dapat tak sekolah budak-budak mana.
Lepas tu kat sini, internet kuat tak?
Internet tak kuat.
Okay, lepas tu, Pak Cik rasa, ibu bapa dekat area sini ada tak, ada kekurangan keutamaan tak masa pendidikan?
Pendidikan kampung ni kurang lah.
Kurang sikit. Okay. Rasa macam apa yang diperlukan dekat pelajar yang dekat area ni? Adakah gadget untuk pendidikan ke? Internet betul?
Gadget.
Uniform dan pakaian sekolah diperlukan tak dekat area ni?
Perlu juga sebab kat sini kawasannya ramai yang budak-budak B40 lah pun dekat sini.
Okay, Haziq parents kerja apa? Kerja. Lepas tu Haziq ada niat tak untuk sambung belajar lepas sekolah menengah? Tak tahu lagi. Masa Haziq belajar sekarang kan, apa keperluan pembelajaran yang Haziq sangat perlukan untuk masa sekarang? Macam wifi ke, macam gadget, yang tu ada. Bagi cikgu, berapa kritikal isu kurang keperluan pendidikan yang dihadapi oleh pelajar dekat kawasan ini?
Saya rasa dalam 3 ataupun 4 level.
3 soalan. Bagi cikgu, adakah persekitaran dekat kawasan ini mempengaruhi proses pendidikan untuk pelajar dekat kawasan itu?
Yes, salah satu.
Cik rasa pihak yang manakah yang memainkan peranan yang besar dalam bentuk pelajar dekat dalam area ni? Adakah government ke, pihak sekolah ke, ibu bapa?
Semua pihak.
Semua pihak
kena berkali bahu. Kalau tu pihak dia tak akan dapat sampai dia punya matlamat dia.
So let's look into findings in our discussion. The most obvious issue that surfaced in this matter is that there's a lack of accessibility in educational resources that can support to provide a better accessibility of education resources to urban places, specifically at Sentul, Kuala Lumpur. Our team had done an interview and distributed a Google form survey towards people around the targeted places. And our team believes that it is found enough useful information to facilitate future investigations towards regarding this matter for the growth and better future of educational system towards the students and the society. Hence, despite several limitations, our team have believed that these general findings from this proof of concept level analysis can be helpful to the decision makers to implement new initiatives, and it provides a framework within from which to help the governments for a set of projects that are directly or indirectly tied into the surface education system. Thank you.
The government need to participate and hear the voice of the community in that region in order for them to know what the people need from them. It occurred to be like this because they do not have the source of help from the government. So the government need to take their action and support the community in resolving the difficulties that happen in that area. Other than that, a lot of NGOs, especially during the flood season, came to help in terms of giving them food supplies, clothes and all the essentials that they need. They also give them financial assistance to make them survive during that week. The society also helped them by cleaning the area which was badly affected during the flood. Now we will discuss on the idea of suggestion for dealing with slum and squatter situation in urban area. According to the survey result from the interview, the majority of individuals believe that the educational process of the student has an impact on this area. As a result, the government must take any initiative to raise awareness about the importance of educational resource, particularly in squatter area. For example, the Malaysia Educational Blueprint 2013 until 2025 include 11 shifts to improve the education system. One of it is empower JPNS, PPDS and school to customize solution based on need by ensuring 100% of school meet basic infrastructure requirement. The next suggestion that can be done by our government in order to cope with this issue is provide equal access to quality education of an international standard. For instance, the government needs to increase investment in physical and teaching resource for students with specific needs.
We can identify that the slum and squatters in the residential area at Sentul is a social indicator of poverty. This is because the population that lives in the area has monthly income less than the PLI index. Furthermore, this is caused with the lack of education, qualification that cause them to get salaries lower than the PLI index. My team members and I would like to express our gratitude to the audience for joining us in exploring about the issue discussed. And therefore, we will meet again at 265 TV station News and Updates. Bye-bye.